Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wooden people and plastic people. And welcome to Gustav Making Stuff. And we are going to start this year by doing something horrific. A mask that is horrific. Because I got paid, so I'm gonna whore myself out now. So we are going to start here by putting on this incredibly terrible Halloween mask that I got with the other costume I bought. This is a skull and it's terribly misshaped, but they can be very used for making a basic structure for another mask. So you see, there we have it. Put it on the mannequin head, which will make this process very much easier. You can also do this without the mask, but whatever. Now we're gonna take an old latex mask or face I have. You can also buy this in Halloween stores if you like to have something cheap to make it out of, and we see stupid stretch over. Now we're going to make this little shin here because it's gonna be gruesome and horrible and fun. So let's start by sewing these things onto the face here. And I have never done this with a real human before, I think. Probably when I was asleep sometimes, I don't know. My memories is a bit vague on that point. Anyway, so now let's stretch this skin mask over the face, and I cut a little hole to make it a little more interesting, like that, you see. So now we're going to sew that on also. This is a normal thread and normal needle, so don't worry about that. Also use the hole punch if it is too strong. But anyway, we're gonna take this nail strip, metal strip here, things. It's a bit of a favorite thing of mine. And here I tried and I cocked up a lot, but you see, I actually took a string and put it on the underside and then attached them in the small holes like that. I was first trying to do this with metal wires, but it didn't really work out, so it looked like proper dental. But anyway, so you see, I also done it with the under jaw there. And now we are going to attach the things in the head there and everything else. So now we're going to make a little bit of fake flesh here, which you can use with a glue gun very, very, very nicely. You see, if you let it dry and you like push it up and down a bit, it will look a little bit more like fleshy and wounded and interesting stuff like that. You see, you can do a lot of things with a glue gun to shape these things. It takes a bit of a practice, but you will still get a hang of it. Anyway, so now we are going to paint with red latex here on the mask. And don't worry, it doesn't really stick to it because there are some kind of... The paint on the latex doesn't make the latex stick to the latex. Anyway, so we are... I just have a red and brown and a little bit like that, so it looks a little bit more darker flesh color thingy. Anyway, so on the back side also we will stroke it so it looks like a bit like muscles, which is very good with this broad silicone pencil I have for baking, which is something you should invest in. It's very cheap, and also you can reuse the pencil several times without having to throw away a pencil. It's a very good investment. Anyway, so now we're just gonna rip this thing up here so it looks like a bit like a ripped flesh over a skull. This skull, indeed, is not anatomically correct in any way, if you haven't noticed. But anyway, so it is very easy. If you do it like slightly after it has dried up, it will be much easier. It will rip and it will crawl up in these very nice little circles. So now we're done that, I'm going to take the hole punch and do a bunch of holes that I have marked from the spike strips there, and also take that out because we are going to sew the teeth plate in the practical teeth plate thingy that horrifying nerds have if they are horrible times in their high school period. Whatever. Anyway, so now we are going to put on some slightly browner color, and this color is actually kind of very stinky and terrible, so don't use it. Use normal colors instead. Anyway, about pleats plate, yes, nerds have them. Yes, I also was a nerd, so don't worry about it. I'm basically making fun of myself there. Anyway, so now we have that made a very nice flesh, dried up flesh color being made there. So now we're going to take this hemp rope and just put it through the holes to attach it to the face, so it will look terrible and horrible and other words that makes horror movie sellable. So now we have done that, and it looks absolutely fantastic. we are also going to do the same process with the underjaw. And now we have something that looks really, really terrible and will make nightmares for many times if you jump scare someone with these things. Anyway, so now you see I'm going to have to rub in some black here on the flesh. Not so much at the skull part, but more in the flesh. So it will be look very nice. And you see it will pops out a little bit interesting in the little crevice that has been created. So now let's take time to appreciate it, and I hope this was a very good tutorial for this. And if you want to see some more, please subscribe. I do this every week. So have a nice one. See you. Bye.